Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Enemy right here. Okay, so today I'm gonna be showing you how to make this sound right here. And then when you put it with the samples that Zomboy used, the growls, that's what it should sound like. Okay, liking. Well, let's use this too. Give me a second, my computer's late, Okay, so first things first, let me freeze this. Okay, so this is the first patch. It's the Zomboy square, the first sound, the wobble wob, this sound. Okay, so the first oscillator is a disto, alright, and then you put it down 2 octaves and leave it at spectrum. You put the wavetable position all the way down, and then intensity down, and then you put the performer on it, right? Just put this as a performer. Don't worry about it. We'll worry about it later. Okay, or you could just copy it now if you want. The second oscillator is a carbon. Leave it at spectrum, bump it down 2 octaves, and then wavetable position down, intensity down, and then put a macro on it, and then bump down the amp a little bit. You see it right here. Look. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. The next one is square saw, and then okay, so bump down the wavetable position down, and then it's a square saw one, don't worry. And the octaves down by 2. Next, you put a modulation oscillator. Turn the ring mod on and the phase on for oscillator 1, and bump up the pitch 2 octaves. And then put the phase down all the way here, all the way down to the left. And then the ring mod, put it in the middle on the left. And then you put a performer. A performer, right? And then you move it up a little bit right there. Hold on, let me turn these off really quick. So, this is what it should sound like without everything else. Okay. Not really, kind of too distorted. Okay, so next thing is parabolic shaper. Just leave it at its default. Drive it in the middle. Alright. A little bit different. And then a hard clipper. Put the dry wet right here, like pointing at the D, I guess. And then the drive, leave it in the middle. You see, it's already starting to sound good. Okay, so the first filter is a scream, and then the second one's a scream too. So let's just do the first one for now. So you put the scream pointing at the corner right here, and then you put the performer on it and move it all the way to the right. And then put oh my god, these people in the background. Okay, and then you put the scream pointing at the S, and then you put a performer on it, right? Then you move it down just a little bit, and then it should sound like this. Hold on. Oh, and don't forget to move resonance down, and then pointing to the R. Oh, and one more thing. The stereo parallel, you put it to the middle, right here. And then the mix 1, mix 2, you put it in the middle too. Or if it's already in the middle by default, then leave there. Okay, so next is the filter. Putting right over there, I guess, right? Right. And then you put a filter, performer on it, and you move it up just a little bit right here. So it's like a little. And then the screen, leave it in the middle, right here. You put a performer on it, move it all down to the left. The resonance should be pointing at the S or between it or whatever. Make sure to put this. Yeah. Okay, so next thing is effects. This is a reverb, small reverb, same thing. Get the dry wood in the middle. Bump the size down a little bit. Right here, you know. And the density, put it up. And then the color, bump it down. Next one is the standard. Get the dry in the middle. And then just like all the way down to the left. The next thing is the equalizer. You turn it on right. Okay. So you put the low shelf down a little bit. And the boost down a little bit too. And then you move the frequency up a little bit. And the high shelf you leave it alone. This should sound like, by the way. It sound like that, don't worry, because we're gonna get there. And it's eventually gonna sound like that. Next thing you do is you put a velocity macro right here on the amp on the bottom. Okay, to get the sound, like if it doesn't sound like it, this is what you do. You go to the voicing and put the unisono up to 2 voices. In the pan position, you put mono, right? That's it. And then for routing, oscillator 1 should be the bass. Effects 1 should have the arrow turned on, and then insert 2 right here, and then this, whatever that is. Okay, so the performer. Here's the performer. Sawtooth. This edge thingy, whatever it is, right here. Then you put it up, you know, this thing right here. And then do it again. You know, sawtooth. Edge thingy. This. Sawtooth. Edge thingy. This. And then sawtooth. And then that should give it its movement, you know. The computer spectrum. Okay, so that pretty much covers the first sound. Okay, the second one is the high screech that you hear. This one. Okay, so I'm gonna massive. And then look, this is a pretty simple patch. Okay, go to the first oscillator, put a square saw, bump it up an octave, move the wavetable position all the way to the left, intensity all the way to the right, and then you move the amp right here pointing to the P. And you put a performer, it's the same performer, don't worry. Sawtooth, edge thingy, and the square thing. Excuse me. So you put a performer on it and move it all the way to the right. Next thing is, hold up. Excuse me. Next thing is the sine square. Okay, so you put a sine square and bump it down an octave. And then the wavetable position should be right here all the way to the left, and then intensity all the way to the right. Then you move the amp pointing to right, the left corner right here, right? Of the F1, F2 thing mix or whatever. The third oscillator is a square saw. Wave position all the way to the right, different. Okay. And then sensory all the way to the right, and an amp in the middle. Yeah. And then the performer. Oh, and I almost forgot. Make sure the first oscillator is a format, and then the third oscillator is a format too. Okay. Just making sure. Okay. Next is a modulation oscillator. A modulation oscillator, you turn it on. The only thing you turn on is a ring mod. And you make the pitch go up 2 octaves. And then the ring mod should be on the left all the way. Next thing is the scream, which is a filter. So, hold up, let me see. My shit was like, my shit's weird. Okay, so you put the scream, it should be right pointing at the CIC, I guess. And then the scream should be all the way down to the left, and the resonance in the middle. And then the mix 1 should be all the way up, and then the serial parallel should be all the way down. Okay, so next thing is the effects. You're gonna want a browner tube, and you move the dry wood pointing at the corner, and then the drive down. Dimension expander, the same thing, corner, and then size down. And then low show for the equalizer right here should be in the middle. The boost should be in the middle. Frequency should be in the middle, and the high shelf should be pointing in the corner, the right corner. Okay, so the performer, if you didn't get it before, is sawtooth, right? Sawtooth, edge, square, sawtooth, edge, square, sawtooth. Hold on. Edge, square, sawtooth. One more thing, I almost forgot. I'm gonna go back to the other preset to do it too. The X-fade sequence should be up in the amp mod too, because you're not gonna use bottom. Okay. And that's pretty much it for this mod. This preset too. I'm talking about mods, what the fuck. Okay. Let's see if this will help. Okay, put in a velocity macro on the again. Okay, so let's go back to the other preset. Okay, so I almost forgot. For the performer right here, put the amp mod up and the X-fade sequence up. I'm gonna go back to the other one really quick. Okay, so you go to the voicing tab, right? It should be one voice, but a monophonic voice, and always, and that's it. That's pretty much it. And the routing should be oscillator 3 as the bass. Instrument, not insert. Insert 2, insert 1 should be right there where it should be. And then the EQ should be the one with the arrow. And then don't do anything to the fourth thing. If it doesn't look like this, to fix it, it's this. And release should be right here. And that's it. Alright guys, this is what it should sound like. Let me freeze it real quick. Hold on, give me a second. Freeze, not respond. Okay, this one. Oh shit. I need a better computer. Okay. Sorry, that's my phone. Okay, so this is what the final product should sound like. Let me unsolo this. And get rid of this. This is what it should sound like. Fuck, okay, so, yeah. Alright guys, if you like that, leave a like and subscribe. Also make sure to share it and tell your friends about it. And I'll see you next time. Alright, bye. Thanks.